Hey there, Tiffany Thomas with wealthytiffany.com, and in today's video I wanted to share my two favorite books about real estate investing. And before we dive in, if you guys are ready for financial freedom, comment freedom below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that little bell to get notified on when I post new videos. And please like and share this video. And if you're really serious about becoming financially free sooner than later, click the link below this video in the description and I can help you do that. Okay, so let's talk about my two favorite books about real estate investing. And one of them you've probably heard of, and the other one I'm betting you haven't heard of it because it's not very well known. The first one is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And this one, I'm going to pull up my notes so I can kind of tell you what I learned from the book, just a few highlights. But so this one it's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, what the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not. So that's the full title of the book. He has a few different books, but this one I really, really enjoyed. And he just talks about, a whole bunch of different things about managing your money, but also about real estate. So that's why I liked it for real estate investing, because he's not just focusing on all of the numbers for real estate and things like that, but he's helping you with your mindset and how your attitude should be toward money so that you can actually build wealth, and you can do it through real estate. So a few of the things that he talked about in his book. So he talks about, making more money, and he just talks about deciding on the best way for you to make money. There's so many different ways, and, certain people are really good at certain things. There's my old boss that I had. He was the VP of IT, super great at programming and setting up websites, all of that sort of stuff. I know nothing about programming. So decide which way would be best for you to make money. So use your skill set, your interests, and decide on one way to do that. And then he also talks about you want to protect your money. So you want to know how to borrow money or currency to acquire assets. We're not just going to be saving our money, and I've said this multiple times before. You will not achieve financial freedom if you're just saving your money. You need to invest your money. So you need to decide which assets will make you more money so that your money is working for you and not just sitting in savings. So he also talks about that as well. And he talks about budgeting your money and figuring out how to make more money and how to spend less money. And having, a budget surplus. And he goes into detail about how you're spending your time and your money, because those are your two most important assets, time and money. So you want to make sure you're spending both of those very wisely. And one of the parts that I really liked, he talked about leveraging your money. And the key to leverage is control. And he talks about, if you are investing in stocks, for example, you can't control the prices of the stock market. But if you're investing in real estate, you can control the price of your mortgage. That's not fluctuating. So that's something that you can control. So he talks about leveraging your money in ways that you can control it. So very interesting. And he also talks about there's just a whole list of things. And I actually did a full review on this book, so I'll post the link to that below this video so you can check out a full review of the book. But I would highly recommend getting the book, and I'll leave a link for the book as well, so you can easily get the book if you would like. And yeah, he talks about the integrity of money and just investing in a business with intrinsic value and, developing your financial genius. This is very interesting. He talked about living below your means. So a lot of people say to live below your means, but he actually switches this. And he says, it's better to specialize in something. So, pick something that you want to be making money at and specialize in that and live a higher standard of living. And an example of this, if you want to buy a Ferrari or a really nice car, then, most people would say, no, live below your means. But in the book, he teaches, well, okay, if you want the Ferrari, what assets are you going to invest in to help you get the Ferrari? So what money-making assets, if you're going to buy a real estate investment, that will make you enough money to purchase a Ferrari, then go ahead and do it. But you don't want to be just going into debt and purchasing the Ferrari without having a plan. So you want to focus on building up your assets so that those assets are making you money, and then you can afford to buy the things that you want to buy because you have your money working for you. So that was a very interesting concept that I liked. And there's, he just talks about developing your financial IQ. He talks about going to classes and seminars, even getting a coach. There's different ways that you can increase your learning, which helps you increase your earning. So that's a very interesting concept as well. And yeah, he just goes over numerous things, ways to improve the way you think about money, and also the benefits of investing in real estate. So I really, really enjoyed this book. I've read it more than once. Unfortunately, I don't have a hard copy, or I would actually show you the physical book. But super great book. So Rich Dad, Poor Dad, What the Rich Teach Their Kids About Money That the Poor and Middle Class Do Not, read by Robert Kiyosaki. And then the second book that I wanted to share with you that is great for real estate investing is Financial Genius. And this is by Mark Oliver Haraldson. And one of my good friends that invests in real estate and has been very successful with it shared this book with me. He recommended it, so I went and bought it off Amazon. And I can leave you a link for this book as well. And it's a guy that actually either lives or lived in Utah. And he talks about money as well, and also investing in real estate. And I just want to share a few things that I have learned from his book. And I'm going to just look at my notes here. So he talks about a lot of people being afraid, and he just says, step up and take what you want. Like, take action, get it done. If you want it, take the action and get it. And also, you have to decide on investments or even other things in life without knowing all of the details, right? So, and I've said this before, like, do your homework, but don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Run your numbers, and if it looks good, you feel good about it, then move forward. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck, and you're not going to actually invest your money. And that's what we want to do. We want to invest our money. We don't want to just leave it in our savings account, because that's not helping us. That's not helping us build our wealth to become financially free so that we can start spending time on things that are really important to us. And okay, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to get on a tangent. And then he also talks about learning from those who have what you want. And I really love this concept, because a lot of times we might just, ask our friend, oh, do you think I should buy this or invest in this? But they really have no clue because they're not doing it themselves. And that's how I got started in real estate. I had one of my really good friends that was investing in real estate. He was doing very well. And so I asked him questions. And also my old boss, he was investing in real estate. So I was asking him questions about it. And learning from those that were actually successful in real estate, that's how I got started and how I've been able to create my success with real estate. So you really want to learn from those who actually know. You don't want to just be asking those that aren't actually doing what they're talking about. They might have plenty of opinions, but if they're not actually doing it, they don't actually know. Okay, and then he also, I really liked this too. he talked about the goal is to build yourself and others as you go along your path. So share what you're learning. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm sharing what I'm learning and what I have learned so that others can be successful. And let's see. Oh, this is one of the things, that really hit home for me. He talked about the power of concentration. And he talked about having an eye single to just one thing, one focus. And he gives the example of sun rays can actually light a fire when they are concentrated, when they are focused, right? And that's what we need to do. So we need to be focused. So if you want to invest in real estate, then you really need to be focused in on that. You need to be learning more about it and learning from those that actually know what they're doing. And, you can take classes or seminars or read books, all about, investing in real estate, that one focus, so that you can actually do it instead of just getting sidetracked and thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should be doing this or this. Just really focus in on one thing. And that way you can actually move forward. You can progress. And then he talks about your reward will be in direct proportion to your goals. So set lofty goals. Don't hold back. Set really big goals for yourself. Because if you're not setting big goals, then you're not going to achieve them. So set some big goals and be really specific about it and be really focused about it. And, the greater investment equals the greater returns. And I like this example because my last property that I just purchased was a 4-bedroom place. So that is my largest rental property. And I'm making higher returns on that because I have 4 bedrooms. It's a larger property and I can charge more for that. So I am making greater returns on that property than on my smaller property. So just kind of think about that. The greater investment, then the greater returns you can get. And let's see. He talks about, really thinking, okay, what can you accomplish within the year, within 365 days, if you really have that one focus? So just think about that. Even think about the last year. Were you able to accomplish something that you really wanted to accomplish, or were you not really focused on it? We're almost to the end of the year in 2018. So really think about that. Did you accomplish what you wanted to this year? And if not, then, get started, have that one focus and move forward. And he also gives lots of great examples on actually how to invest in real estate properties and what types of properties and things like that. So I didn't really cover that in the notes, but I just kind of wanted to give you an overview of some good ideas that he presents. But he gives a lot of details about his real estate investing journey, which is super, super helpful. So I really enjoyed that book, and I love Rich Dad, Poor Dad too. So those are 2 books that I wanted to share with you guys about real estate investing that I would highly recommend you reading because they will definitely help you not only with real estate investing, but with money in general. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, please like it and share it with someone else who needs this information. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're really serious about becoming financially free, click the link below this video and I can help you do that. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks.